Hey everybody, just wanted to give a quick recap on the user stories portion of this assignment. Basically, this is like my summary of what we've kind of already updated onto the LMS earlier in the week. Like I was saying, I played around with a couple different user stories for my community cleanup application. The two that I was mostly back and forth with was starting here with number one. As a college student, I would like to be notified and informed of current local community cleanup events in my area so that I can participate in these cleanups, making a positive community contribution to the health of the environment and enjoying social activity with like-minded individuals. This is the one that I basically featured on the LMS before. The one I wanted to show that I was kind of back and forth with was actually an older generation. As a former nurse recently retired, I would like to locate local community events in my area. Participating in these volunteer cleanup events would allow me the opportunity to help improve the value of the neighborhood and maintain a social network. So as you can see, they've got a lot of similarities between the two. I think the college student would offer me more flexibility as far as incentives and other ways of inspiring people to act on these events. And so I've pretty much filtered down to the college student is the one I think I'm going to focus on, which I have here. My boy Jim. He's the college student looking to contribute to the environment, expand community experience, and meet new people. So I think this app would really be centered around that type of user who already has an interest in the environment, is social, which I mean, apps come down to anyways. So I kind of leaned away from the Martha user story as far as the recently retired user. On top of that, I went ahead and just kind of gave a quick summary here of the design solution engagement as far as how using the app would work. I mentioned it a bit before in the LMS, so I suppose this is just a summary. But the user basically has an interest in volunteer work or is looking for opportunities to participate in that type of event. So they download the app, they can go ahead and enter their zip code, notification preferences such as, do they have preferred months out of the year or days, stuff that can filter these notifications for the user. Confirmation is sent once they have made their preferences, and then they're also notified based on their preferences when and where these types of events are happening and that they are allowed to participate. So they're given the option of RSVPing, whether they're interested, or they can decline if they're not. If they are RSVPing, then the user is notified of being added to a list of the included members involved in that specific group, and then also the times and location for the group, where and when to meet, basically. Also, I'm thinking of having an experiences type section of the app where it kind of keeps a history timeline of the user's activities using the app, events they've attended and stuff like that. And then also I would kind of like to start getting more into incentives for this type of user, like what ways can be used to inspire them and promote them to want to participate in these types of activities. So outside of all of that, I am thinking if they are not involving themselves currently in an event, I would think it would be a pretty good idea to at least have some sort of information pertaining to environment, pollution, types of volunteer work, news, some sort of outlet such as that the app could also be hooked up to in order for people to check in on and be interactive even without being participating in a specific event. So that's basically all I have right now. I hope that covers the assignment. I appreciate you checking this out. Thanks a lot.